low income housing.
I think it's almost borderline extended stay type thing, is what, it's operated, I don't know, is it week to week or month to month? I don't know that either.
I do know.
But,
Excuse me, and forgive my ignorance. This is my first time here. I'm Pastor Joseph Romero of Shepherd's Heart and Hands. I'm at the Muncie Inn all week last week. I am working with the HUD. I am working with those that are trying to transfer these people. Yes, to answer your question, some of the people are there week to week paying rent. A lot of them are making $700 a month. I know them personally because I've knocked on every door to try to help and be a help. For those of you that don't know who I am your local missionary to the homeless. I'm in the woods every week trying to help them get out of that situation. Over 40 years of doing this kind of work, many different states. You heard of Orlando, Florida, I'm sure. I've gotten many, many people out of the woods by working with the city, working with the agencies. I am here just like a lot of people are concerned, but I do bring solutions, and forgive me, we'll have to have meetings and I have to learn how all this works so that I can help. I do have a nonprofit, and we are looking at housing. We are looking at different types of housing because a lot of the problems have to do with barrier to entry. Now, here's the good news on the Muncie incident. The mayor did provide funding for certain kind of provisions, and a lot of people are thinking of the normal shelters and all that. I know for a fact many of them have been approved for the Muncie Housing Authority. I have friends in that department. I also know that JV has special housing going on by a special property manager. They're not going to a list. The problem is the 10-day eviction. That was the problem. It wasn't enough time, so they are going to be displaced unless some miracle happens and you can extend it. And for those that do get displaced, I will be available. I will have tents. I will do all that kind of stuff because that's what I do. I'm out there all the time. There were some of the camps that I go to. See, I came here from Orlando, Florida. We don't have snow over there. When I heard about the snow here, I said somebody's got to be boots on the ground because a lot of the displaced are not reaching the agencies. And so this year alone, you have 61% in your state new people experiencing homelessness, and it's in the 2,000 range. And your stats are on your public websites where I got the information from. But we did put a giant tent at one camp with a wood-burning stove. I have a dear friend that helped make that happen. And so I'm out there evaluating what's going on, what can we do. And when I heard about the Muncie Inn, of course, I had to be boots on the ground. When I went to them, they were very ignorant and not aware of who to contact, even though it was posted on the city Facebook page and in the newspaper, contact the hub, contact these people. It wasn't working. We needed boots on the ground. I want you guys to be thinking about hiring someone to be your local boots on the ground type of person that works with agencies. I volunteer for that position. I've already told the hub I am interested in that because it makes the difference how long a person is going to be out there. One person was going to the hub. They didn't even know that there was a housing counselor available. So as far as the answer to the hotel, they run it on month to month. There are people paying $900 a month, people paying $700 a month, people paying $800 a month. Here's the other problem. A lot of these people will not qualify for a lot of the housing programs because they've been evicted from housing. So there's needs to be housing set up with low barrier entry, second chance housing, which is something I know how to run. My 40 years includes running residential programs. If you heard of Teen Challenge, if you heard of the Mission, I worked for the Mission. I've worked for nonprofit residential programs. I will be contacting the lady who you graciously embraced her, and I hope you will embrace me as a friend as well.
Can you give us an update if you're on the ground? Can you give us an update of the people who are still in need of housing? What's the status?
Right now, we have about six people that have been approved for the the Muncie Housing Association, but there's that transition period. I'm not sure what day. I was told the 5th they were supposed to be out of there, but I guess it's been extended. So I don't know that, but I do know the people are saying, I have nowhere to go. That's what's coming out of their mouths.
How many residents are you talking about?
There's about 48
Approximately.
residents, 'cause some of them are, double occupied, but a lot of them are just single people, but a lot of couples. One particular apartment has 3 cats, a dog, 2 birds, and a fish tank. It's crazy. I was like, I don't know where you're going to put that. And I already know they're going to be in their car because they don't have nowhere to go. They don't know anyone here. So there's a need for that kind of housing. I know that JV is providing some of that. It's just, will the dots be connected fast enough? But I will be more than happy to give you guys my information, because the homeless, the people at the Muncie Inn, they all have my cell phone number. That's how much I care about everybody. And I'm one of your newest residents. I've only been here a year, but I'm passionate. And this is my final home. So thank you, Muncie, for allowing me to be one of your newest residents and very proactive. And I do have a legal nonprofit established already. So I just got to get boots going, funding going and stuff like that. But I'm working with the agencies, not against them. And I'm trying to inspire unity for all of us, residents, churches, faith, non-faith. Let's solve problems, not build walls. All right.